Okay, all right. Okay, all right, okay. Blockbuster news here in the NBA. Hold on, I need a nice sip of coffee before we get going here. Okay, from the naked eye, you look at this trade and say, what the hell are the Knicks doing? And obviously we will break down the trade and everything, but to the naked eye, you're saying, this is stupid, this makes no sense, what are they actually thinking? But I can't assess this trade completely until I see how it finalizes, because there's moves in free agency that are going to occur based off of this trade. What the Knicks did essentially was free up cap space to be able to sign 2 max deals this offseason. They freed up $74.6 million, which allows them to go out and sign some big-time free agents. Now, it's pretty clear to me that there is a problem upstairs in the organization. There's a problem. It's like when the Sixers were struggling, when the Sixers went through the process, they had a plan. They were going to tank. They were going to suck. They were going to get assets. They were just going to compile all these assets, make the draft happen, and just have studs. The Knicks are just bad. The Knicks just don't have a game plan. They're naturally horrendous. So there's a problem internally. But this is a big-time gamble, and it can work out. Now, KP has been in the news. Porzingis has been in the news. He had a meeting with the organization. You also have the Cantor issue. But KP had a meeting with them. He's unhappy. He wants to get traded. And this is exactly how it all worked out. So, Kristaps Porzingis, Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, and Trey Burke all going to Dallas. The Knicks get Wesley Matthews, DeAndre Jordan, and Dennis Smith Jr. You got to look at some of these contracts. They're expiring. Hefty. This is a gamble by the Knicks to go out and get, let's be real, there's probably 3 people on the agenda. By the way, before I get into that, some NBA reporters have reported that there's likely first-round compensation picks involved. So, and if that does get confirmed by the time this video is up there, I will put it in a pinned comment, because there are some other noise with draft picks that Woj tweeted out there that's not 100% official yet. So once that is, we will talk about it in the pinned comment. But AD, can they make a move for AD? Can they trade some of these assets that they got for Anthony Davis and sign him? Kevin Durant, obviously the biggest free agent that there is on the market this upcoming offseason, and Kyrie Irving. Is he happy in Boston? Is he not happy in Boston? Here's my argument. Right now, yeah, it looks stupid. You just got rid of Kristaps Porzingis for nothing. Dennis Smith Jr. Okay, DSJ is a nice piece. But it's kind of stupid to the naked eye. If you sign Kyrie Irving, if you sign 2 of these stars in the offseason, well, it changes everything. The counter to it, though, is this organization has really been a dumpster. Players are unhappy. Why is someone like Kristaps Porzingis so unhappy? Is he injured? Is he not injured? Is he just holding out? Why are these players in this organization all unhappy? So when Kevin Durant hits the free agent market and he gets these max deals and these max offers from all these teams, and these teams are in a better position to win now and morally than the Knicks, why would he go to the Knicks? It's been a rumor for quite some time that Kevin Durant would be interested in the Knicks, of course, and him and Kyrie and even Jimmy Butler at one point would team up in New York. But is it killing them knowing how unhappy everyone is who's playing there? That's my only argument to it. I can't assess this trade until I see what they land this offseason. I mean, you can look at their draft, too, if they have a potential to go out and get Zion Williamson. Who knows? They're that bad. I get it, though. If KP was that unhappy, yeah, you ship him out. And I don't think this is the worst, as people are saying. Like, don't get me wrong. It confuses me. But if they land what their intention is to land, I mean, is it terrible? You can make this point, though. If they only get 1 max contract player, Well, then is it stupid of a trade? Because you could have had KP and this max player. I'm just looking at it. I'm just saying, if you only sign one of these max contract guys or one superstar in free agency and not two, was it worth getting rid of everybody? Because now where are you? So there's a lot to factor in. And listen, when you look at the Knicks and how they have been over the last couple of years, you would look at it and say this is probably dumb and they don't know what the hell they're doing because they haven't shown success in any recent years. But if they pull in KD, I mean, how can you hate it? The ceiling with KD is a lot higher than adding some stars around Kristaps Porzingis, Trey Burke, and Tim Hardaway Jr. But it's pretty simple. What they did here was worried about money, worried about their cap space, keeping $74.6 million in cap space available to go out and sign 2 max contracts. It's not hard to say, dude, come play in Madison Square Garden every single night in New York City. That's an easy sell. What's hard is, oh, this organization's doing a great job. That's the hard sell. I like their coach. To be honest with you, I do. I like their coach. I think he's just stuck with a garbage basketball team. I need another sip of coffee. It's interesting. Look at the Mavericks side. I think they did a great job. Being able to put someone with Luka and a nice player like KP, that's going to be very exciting. Very exciting. That's a good move. I think Cuban actually made a really smart move to get someone like Kristaps Porzingis. I know he's been injured and we haven't really been able to see him play as much lately, but the kid is a legitimate star once he's healthy and once he can go out there and perform. He's a great young talent. And to team him up with Luka is a really good concept. And to get rid of some contracts, some DeAndre Jordans, even though realistically he wouldn't have gotten re-signed or anything, but you get rid of some contracts and some older veteran pieces. Now, what would be nice is if maybe Wes Matthews gets bought out, and then the Sixers can pick him up. That also for Trey Burke. So Trey Burke, the Knicks were asking for a second-round pick for Trey Burke. Would they ever actually make a trade with the Sixers? Your intention for your first mindset says no, probably not. But once again, it is the Knicks, and you never know. But it's crazy because you just hear the news today. Man, KP is unhappy. Traded. We're not putting up with them. Traded. Rather than Anthony Davis's situation where they take him out of the team photo or they take him out of the team video and the Pelicans are out there saying we're trading him to anyone except the Lakers because that's where he wants to go and it's all this game and he's, he hit one side versus the other side. The Knicks just got rid of it and say, fine, if you don't want to be here, dude, goodbye. And the Knicks bought all in on a huge gamble on the offseason. And you can look at this season and say, what the hell, it doesn't change anything really for this season. What this trade does is open up availability for the future. But it's how they actually do. It's about executing at this point. People want to crush it right away. And, it looks bad. It does look bad. But if they end up signing 1 or 2 of these guys, see, I'm leaning towards you have to get 2. Because if you just get 1, what does that really do? What was the difference? You could have had KPM, one of these guys. But if you land 2, which is going to be a hefty task, bringing guys in, knowing the upper management on this team right now and knowing how unsuccessful they've been, that's the problem. Trying to recruit players to that mess. But it's an easy sell when you just take that part out of it, which is a huge factor, but you take that part out of it. Madison Square Garden, the Knicks, just look at the history behind this. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm not one to criticize right away because it has the possibility of becoming something positive for the Knicks if they land what they have in mind. It's about executing at this point. But what a Woj bomb to sit there relaxing after class and, oh, whoa, what did Woj put out there? Oh, wow, okay. It's a big move. It's a big move. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think it was dumb as hell? Did you like it? Do you see how I see it? My thing is I got to wait to see what happens. Because they got a lot of money in cap. So they're clearly targeting free agency. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Let me know down below if you agree with me, disagree with me. See you guys next time.